So Smiles was in the video, a cab driver, but he wasn't on the verse.
Just happened to be in the studio that day when they did the record, man. Like again, like just I just happened to be there, and then they needed 8 bars, and I just happened to give them the 8. That's really the answer to that. It wasn't like we want to put you and not him or anything like that. It was just I happened to be in the studio that day, and Rich was like, "Yo, put a rap on this part," and it was like, "All right, cool," and they liked it, you know what I'm saying? And so they kept it, and then when they shot the video, it was like, "Nah, man, we got to have a scene where me and my guy in it."
And that's a cool story because a lot of people they don't understand that sometimes you just got to show up, and
Yeah,
when you show up, you don't know what's going to happen, and that's like
yeah, yeah,
one
yeah.
of those records, and I'm sure, like you said, those guys were huge in Germany and stuff like that. So I'm sure the record did well out there. And did y'all ever get to go overseas and tour and stuff like that?
We never did Europe. We really didn't go overseas too much. Like I think we did obviously like Canada, Jamaica, but never really touched like the Europe or even like the Asian market.
Why Jamaica?
So we went to Jamaica primarily because we toured with Beanie Man when we first came out with Who Wants This. We was his opening act on his tour here in the United States. So it was like 2 months on the road, like 50 dates, after the first couple of weeks, like that's family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
no,
Beanie became family. Beanie showed us mad love. And he actually flew us out for his 25th anniversary concert and party
oh,
to
wow.
Kingston. So he flew us in, put us in a hotel. I remember at the time it was us and Rupee. He had brought Rupee in
Rupee.
before Tempted to Touch. But Rupee, he was like, "Yo, this is Rupee, man, one of the hottest artists from I think he's from Barbados." It was us three pretty much in the van. They was driving us around to all the events, and we were just hanging out, like, and and then we all go perform at this field that has like 20,000 people out there watching Beanie Man and celebrate his 25th anniversary concert. So, I had the chance to do that. We went to Montego Bay for a radio event that they had out there. So that's about as far as it was really dope though, because like going to Jamaica like Montego Bay or anything like that, very touristy. You know what I'm saying? Going to Jamaica with Beanie Man
Kingston.
in
Yeah, the
Kingston,
Kingston. Come on.
you in the middle, you like
Come
really
on.
see Jamaica. You know
Come
what I'm saying?
on.
And we went out to the party they throw in the field with the big speakers and everything. Like every night it was one, and Beanie would just be like nonstop. He's like, "All right, come on, man." We would go to this party. He was like, "Come on, man, we got to go to this party. Oh, we got to go to this party." And he would just be, in his element, just like literally like just in the middle of everything, just dancing and having a good time, man. But yeah, man, shout out Beanie Man, man. We actually had a record we did with Beanie Man that was going to come out on our second album, but because we never really got to that album, it never did come out. But Beanie always showed us mad love. I'll tell you a quick story. Our very first show on the tour was in Newark, New Jersey. If people are familiar with Newark, New Jersey, it's middle of the hood. We in a community center.
Jersey.
This is before anybody knows who we are, so we opening up for Beanie Man, and we on this like reggae tour. The whole crowd is Jamaican, like ready for reggae. We come out. You know what I'm saying? Like we're like, nobody knows who we are. We like, all right, so everybody just standing there watching. Nobody really boo or did nothing. They just listen. 3 songs. Nobody cheering, screaming, no movement, but they didn't boo. We was just like, let's just go get these 3 songs out the way, make sure they don't boo or throw none, and we good. And so we went on, came off, and as we were coming off, Beanie was actually right there, like backstage, like sitting down with the mic in his hand. And he actually got on the mic and he was like, "Yo, make some noise for Smiles and SOUTHSTAR."
Oh, dope.
And we hadn't even met him yet. This was we just got on. This is the first night of the show. We ain't even met him yet. And we was like, "Oh shit." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Showing
and
love.
for us, we like, man, that's the king. You know what I'm saying? That's the dance hall. That's Beanie Man. Like,
That's
we
right.
love Beanie. I've been to
That's
Beanie Man
right.
concerts before anything. You know what I'm saying? So, we stayed the night, watched the whole show, and then after we met him and we hung out, we went to the next city, and it was like every night. What ended up happening was we would perform, we would stay for the show, we would all hang out. We would perform, we would stay for his show. Our set was like 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? His thing was like an hour and 45 minutes. But we literally there every night. We would perform, come off, hang out with the crew. He would perform, we stay for the show. After we have a party on the bus or at the place, and then we would go next city. You know what I'm saying? And it just developed a really good relationship. to the point that sometimes we was on his bus and he would be playing Who Wants This, like, I love this, man. Yo, they jammed this record in Jamaica. Like,
Uh-huh.
they're dubbing this record, like,
Huh.
all this stuff. And so it was really dope, man. And like I said, that's how we ended up in Kingston, man, with Beanie
That
Man for the 25th anniversary.
that's dope. Such a dope experience. And I would say a culture shock. It got to be a big culture shock. From
Oh
American.
yeah.
When I go to Mexico for vacations and stuff like Cancun and stuff, it's still a culture shock to me. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yep, yep.
Just certain different stuff. So I know that had to be
Now
such an experience.
Kingston's, and again, we in Kingston, like we went to his house, his studio, his compound, like in the middle of the neighborhood, like, but like definitely different, dope ass experience, and super good people, man, super,
That's right.
cool people. Like they show mad love. Like we go out, they're like, oh my god, like, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like, for again, like we thinking like two young guys from Orlando, man, like that rap, they know what's in Kingston, Jamaica. Like that's crazy.
And they loving that. Who wants this record?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
That's
yeah,
dope.
man.
That's dope, man. That's
And
dope.
Beanie would be like, and Beanie was like, they appreciate you being here because they don't get the people to come here. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
I'm like, man, shoot, this is dope, man. Like I'll come here anytime. You know,
It'd have been dope to see who wants this remix with Beanie Man. That'd have been dope.
it might have happened if Tell Me didn't blow up, to be honest with you, because Tell Me kind of started taking over once this as the tour went. It was I talk about the first show where nobody knew us, nobody said nothing. We were just glad to get off the stage without getting bottles thrown at us or anyone booing. And you fast forward like 30 shows later, and it's like the minute we walk out, everybody's like, ah, just like seeing the transition going from show to show, from nobody knowing you to like they kind of know who you are, a couple people to like all of a sudden you like, you're on TV every day, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, dope experience, man.
Like I'd like to see a biopic, on this because, like, I'm a film guy. I'm a movie guy. Like
So who would play me in a biopic, man?
I
Like
don't
who would
know. I
play
don't
me?
know, man. I don't know. Hold on. Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx. He could
And
do it
like who
though.
would
He
you
could do it
like
though.
who would you choose? Yeah, like who would you choose from to play me, man? Like Eddie Huang or someone?
Man, I,
Timothy De La Ghetto.
I don't know.
Take
Jeremy
my guy.
Lin. Jeremy Lin. No, I think I'd like to see more biopics on musicians and artists, especially hip hop.
Yeah,
Telling that story and showing the new generation, where everything came from, and and y'all story is different from the '90s, and the '90s story is different from the '80s and stuff like that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
for
it's
sure.
cool, man. And it was great having you on the show, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time. It was good talking to you, brother. My brother SOUTHSTAR, man.
Appreciate you, my brother, and hopefully somebody want to bring us out that way
Yeah,
soon,
no,
man. We
no,
link up, man.
no, we're gonna work on it.
Cool, man. But I appreciate you, man. Always love, man.
Yes, sir, brother. What's gonna have a good day, man. Enjoy that Florida weather, man.
Yeah, yeah. All right, my brother.
All right, brother.